Hi everyone, this is Ashley, and I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. I wanted to go ahead and do an instructional video on how to take a Clearblue Easy digital ovulation test. Those are very popular, and I thought I would go ahead and do one today. They're fairly simple and much like the home pregnancy test, and unfortunately because of the flash, you always want to read the manufacturer's instructions prior to doing any kind of a digital test, because sometimes, depending on if you do it in the urine stream or you opt to collect your sample in a cup, there's going to be different amounts of times that you may want to hold the wick in, but I'll go over that here in just a minute. The results here with this specific test, because we do have two, and I'll definitely order one. There's two Clearblue tests that you can use, and I'm using this one right here. And I'll definitely do the advanced one, which is the purple one, and show you how to use that one as well. There's two readings on here. So if it doesn't indicate an LH surge, you're gonna get a circle, and it's gonna be empty. And then if it does pick up on an LH surge, which is your peak, then you're going to get a smiley face, and that's going to indicate that it's going to be the most optimal time to have intercourse to achieve pregnancy for that cycle. And usually within that time, you can ovulate around 12 to 48 hours after you get this peak reading. So I'm just going to set this back up here, and this is what the test looks like, and this is the reader. And it's going to come with, depending on how big the pack is, and you also want to look at the expiration to make sure that it's still good. So it's going to come in a packet like this, and I went ahead and unsnipped it. Once you do that, it tends to, you want to use it fairly soon afterwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this down here for a second, and then I'm going to set the test up. But I'm going to pull this out, and I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Okay. This is the stick, and you want it to be on this side, okay? And it has an arrow right here. And so you want to stick this in, the arrow facing upward and pointing to this arrow. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. And I'm going to set this down just for a second. It snaps right in, okay? And then it's gonna look like that, as you can see. And then what you're gonna do, I always opt to collect my sample in a clean sanitary cup, just simply because if it's not concentrated enough, you can always dump it and try again later. It is highly recommended. And see, there you go. It is highly recommended to do this with first morning urine. If you're using a digital, it's a little bit different than one of the pink dye or blue dye tests. But recommended, if you read the instructions carefully, to at least have a minimal of a 4-hour hold, and you want to refrain from drinking beverages. So you want it to be highly concentrated. Highly concentrated sample. So this is my second sample of the day, because I've already tested once and I've gotten a peak reading. So this is a 4-hour hold right here. So I'm going to set this down, and I'm going to hold this in for about 20 seconds. Or sorry, 15 seconds actually. Okay. And this is how you do it. Okay. And then you just snap that back on. And you want to make sure that it's on a flat surface. And so it should take about 3 minutes to get your results. And once you do that, you'll notice that the little test strip right here starts to beat. Now, if there's any kind of a user error, and this is why it's so important to read the instructions thoroughly prior to doing this, you're going to see like a little open book next to it, and that's going to indicate that there's an error of some sort. But again, you always want to read the instructions very carefully. So this should take about 3 minutes, and so you just wait. And again, with the results, if it detects a surge. You'll get the smiley face right here. And if there is no surge, then it's going to be low. And just for those of you who are wondering, when you pop it out of the test and it's a peak, this is what it tends to look like. The test line is darker than the control line. And this is same with this one as well. Test line is darker than the control line. So I just wanted to show you that. And when it's done, you also have an eject button, so you want to push the eject test to get the test strip out. We usually always have, if you also use the test strips, we usually always have a small amount of LH running through our systems. And what this does, this is a 40 MIU test, and it's going to detect just prior to ovulation. Your LH increases, it surges, and that's what this test will pick up on. And some tests are a bit more sensitive. What I like about this one, it's 40 MIU, so you have to have a much higher surge, and that typically will detect your most fertile time. So you have about 12 to 48 hours, or even 72 in some cases, before ovulation occurs. And so depending on where you are in your cycle, if that happens, we generally, being the most healthy of the healthiest of couples out there, have only about a 20% chance each month of conceiving. So this definitely will help to increase your odds. We do have if you happen to have a Facebook, we do have a wonderful, oh, there we go. Okay, so smiley face popped up after 3 minutes, so that detects a peak. That's a peak reading, so that means that I am at my peak level for today. And you can also test more than once. Some opt to test 2 to 3 times a day so that you don't miss your surge. It's not uncommon to get a couple days worth of positive results. Whether or not you get one using a digital is a different story, but if you're using like a pink or blue dye test, which I highly recommend to use a pink dye versus a blue dye, unless it's a digital, because they work a little bit differently and the sensors work a bit differently. So if that's the case, it's not uncommon. You can catch your surge, say at the very beginning, in the middle, and coming back down or whatnot. So anyway, so that's how that works, and you get the smileys. So that's a peak reading, and I just wanted to show you that. And that's typically how you use one of these. They're fairly simple, and I really like them a lot. Again, if you've enjoyed watching this video, if it's helped you in any way, do me a favor and give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. That would help us out quite a bit. We'll continue to make these fun videos for you all. Also, check out www.peonestickfreak.com. I'll be posting this video there as well. And we have all kinds of useful information on there for those of you who are going through this journey and those of you trying to have a baby. Also, like us on Facebook. It's Pea on a Stick Freak, and Instagram, Pea on a Stick Freak. Also, follow us on Twitter, Pea on a Stick FRK. And also, if you happen to have a Facebook and you're going through this journey, we have this wonderful group on Facebook. It's called Pea on a Stick Freaks, and it's trying to conceive information and support. It's a support group. And for those of you who like to frequently pea on a stick, it's a great place to post your tests, your OPKs, and we have some wonderful girls in there that have tons of experience, so it's a great place to obtain useful information aside from the website itself. So definitely join our group. We'd love to have you. Again, that is Pea on a Stick Freaks, and join our Facebook page and our Instagram and Twitter. And definitely hit us up on our, check out our website again, which is www.peonestickfreak.com, where we update our content all the time. And again, this is Ashley signing off. I just wanted to show you again how to use one of these Clearblue digital ovulation tests. They're fairly simple and very accurate. So I hope you have a wonderful day. If you've enjoyed watching this video and it's helped you in any ways, please do me a favor and give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. This is Ashley signing off, and I will talk to you again later.